Hey everyone, welcome back to Care Fiction. I'm your host Subhankar. Season 2 of The Witcher has given us some great characters, awesome actions, and of course, terrifying monsters. It was obvious from the trailers that Geralt's first monster encounter would be a Bruxa named Verina. She has sort of enchanted Nivellen and is also terrorizing the nearby village. While the Bruxa rarely appears in the novels, we do know that they are higher vampires and are not affected by the sun. As in the TV series, the video games also feature Bruxae, who can lash out a deafening cry and a sonic blast. As we all know that the monsters in the Witcher series resemble creatures from various European mythologies, likewise the Bruxa is inspired by Portuguese folklore and mythology. Interesting, right? Let's find out more. The Portuguese version of vampires is different from the vampires of Eastern European mythology. These vampires, also known as the Bruxa, are mostly females who were witches during their mortal lives, and that these females have been transformed into vampires using witchcraft. Thus the word Bruxa means witch in Portuguese. Many accounts also say that the Bruxa like to drink the blood of young children, animals, while also shapeshifting into various animals. Apart from shapeshifting, the Bruxa can also hypnotize and read minds. Now let's look into some folklore accounts of these vampiric witches. According to folklore, the powers of a Bruxa were largely confined from midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning. The witches would gather at the crossroads on Tuesdays and Fridays, and hence these 2 days started to have negative connotations in the folklore. It is also believed that these witches would gather and worship Satan to gain various powers. Several accounts mention enchanted amulets that can ward off a Bruxa. Iron and steel would also work, and sometimes a pair of scissors laid open so as to form a cross also protected against a Bruxa. Sometimes garlic would be sewn into the clothes of the children to protect them from being abducted by witches. Now, if a child were attacked, the mother could boil the clothes and jab them with a sharp instrument to identify the witch. The witch would then feel pain and come back for mercy. Or if that didn't work, the mother might take a broom and sweep the house backwards while repeating an incantation to make the witch manifest. This form of witchcraft in Portugal is similar to the witchcraft and occult practices in many Latin American cultures, also known as brujeria. And although they are mostly associated with having vampire-like traits, the Bruxa was often associated with the lobisomem, a name for werewolves in Portuguese myths. The lobisomem was also known to change shape on Tuesdays and Fridays, the same days the witches gathered. Hence the idea. During my research, I also came across the Bruxa from the Jewish folklore. That was a bird that sucked goat's milk, and it is speculated that the Bruxa bird evolved into the vampiric witch of the medieval Portugal. As you can see, this idea of a vampire turned witch is a bit different from the most vampiric mythologies, and some shades of it like hypnotism and shapeshifting are visible in the Bruxa from The Witcher. I have to say that this rendition of the Portuguese Bruxa was great, and it proved to be a difficult foe for Geralt. What do you have to say about it? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know if I have missed anything. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching and see you soon.